Welcome to video lecture series on theory of structure. In last two videos we have seen numericals on deflection in pin jointed trusses using unit load method. In today's video we are going to see problem 3. In this problem a pin jointed truss is given which is supported at A and D. Member AF, FE and ED. Also BC is of 4.5 meter, whereas member CE, BF is of 6 meter. Currently we don't know length of member AB, BE and CD, but we can calculate it using hypotenuse theorem. Okay, this truss is loaded with a load of 300 kN at point F and 600 kN at point E. Again, what is given? It is given that cross-sectional area of all top chord members. Top chord members, which are top chord members? AB, BC and CD is having cross-sectional area of 6000 mm square. And other members are having cross-sectional area of 3000 mm square. E is given as 200 kN per mm square. This is modulus of elasticity of material used for members. Okay. So now to solve this, what we will do, we will first calculate the reaction at RA and RD. Okay. So before calculating reaction, we will calculate this length as well as this angles, right? So let us calculate length first. So write down length of members. Now we know AF is equals to FE is equals to ED is equals to BC is equals to 4500 mm. Then BF is equals to CE is equals to 6 meter, right? Now length of member AB is equals to under root of 4.5 square plus 6 square, which is equals to 7.5 meter. And same is the case for BE and CD. So I will write down is equals to BE is equals to CD. So we got length of all the members. Now we will calculate this theta. Okay. Now we know that sine theta is equals to opposite upon hypotenuse. Therefore theta is equals to sine inverse. Opposite of this is BF and hypotenuse is AB, and therefore theta is equals to sine inverse. What is length of BF? It is 6, and for AB it is 7.5. okay, so therefore we will get the theta from this equation. Also we can write it like this also, sine theta is equals to opposite upon hypotenuse. So 6 divided by 7.5 which is equals to 0.8. Similarly we will calculate cos theta. So cos theta is equals to adjacent upon hypotenuse, right? So adjacent value is 4.5 divided by 7.5. So we will get cos theta is equals to 0.6. Okay. So I will write down here that we know that sine theta is equals to 0.8 and cos theta is equals to 0.6. We will use this value for calculation. Instead of calculating the theta value, what we will do, we will calculate directly sine theta and cos theta, because while doing summation of fx and fy, we will come across this sine theta and cos theta, right? So we know that this is theta with horizontal. Similarly, this is also theta with horizontal. Similarly, this is also theta with horizontal. Similarly, this is also theta with horizontal, right? So we got theta values here. Okay. Now next is calculation of reactions. So we will calculate reactions here. So for calculation of reaction, what we will do, we will do summation of Fy is equals to 0. So RA and RD is going upward, therefore RA plus RD we will write down on left side of equal to, and downward forces we will write down on right side of equal to. So we will get RA plus RD is equals to 900 kilonewton. Right? So we got this. Now next we will do summation of moment at A is equals to 0. So summation of moment at A is equals to 0. So RA is passing through the point A, therefore RA into 0. Then this 300 is going clockwise, so plus 300 into distance is 4.5. Then 600 is also going clockwise, therefore 600 into distance is 4.5 plus 4.5, that is 9. And this RD is going anti-clockwise, so minus RD into 5, okay, is equals to 0. Therefore, okay, so step 1 is to calculate member forces due to given loading. We will use here joint method. Okay, so we will write down joint A. We will solve joint A first. So joint A. Now let us say this is joint A. Now joint A is connected with two members. One is AB and another one is AF. And then in addition to that there is RA. So we will write down RA first, which is towards joint, which is 400 kilonewton. Right? Now direction of this force is we don't know, right? So we will consider it as away from joint and we will name it as PAF. Now for this again we don't know direction, so we will consider it as away from joint and we will write down here PAB. Now it will get resolved into two components. Okay. Now we know theta with horizontal, this is theta, and therefore this is PAB cos theta and this is PAB sin theta. Right? Now we will solve this. So first we will do summation of Fy. So summation of Fy is equals to 0. 400 is going upward, therefore 400 plus this PAB sin theta is going upward, so PAB. Now what is value of sin theta? Value of sin theta is 0.8. So multiplied by 0.8 is equals to 0. So we will get PAB is equals to. So we will get PAB is equals to minus 500 kilonewton. Now what minus sign indicate? Minus sign indicate that our assumption which was away from joint is wrong. It is actually towards the joint. So we will mark it here towards joint and we will write down here 500. Okay. Now next we will do summation of Fx is equals to 0. So PAF is going towards right, so plus PAF, and this PAB cos theta is also going towards right, so plus PAB cos theta is equals to 0. So PAF plus, what is value of PAB? It is minus 500, right? Multiplied by, what is cos theta? Cos theta is 0.6 is equals to 0. Therefore PAF is equals to 300 kilonewton. Now what this positive sign indicates? That our assumption is correct, which was away from joint. So away from joint, okay, and value is 300. Right? Now which joint to solve next? So next we will solve this F joint. So let me write down joint F. So this is F. 300 kilonewton is going downward. So this is 300 kilonewton. Then this force is known to us, which is away from joint, right, which is 300 kilonewton. Okay. Then we don't know about this force, right? So we will assume that it is away from joint. We will name it as PFB. This force is also unknown, right? So we will consider it as away from joint and we will name it as PFE. right? And now we will do summation of Fy first. So summation of Fy is equals to 0. So there are only two forces, minus 300 is plus PFB is equals to 0. Therefore PFB is equals to 300 kilonewton, right? So we got value of PFB as 300 kilonewton and answer is positive, means our assumption is correct, which is away from joint. So this is 300 kilonewton. Similarly, next is summation of Fx is equals to 0. So minus 300 going towards left plus PFE, which is equals to 0. Therefore PFE is equals to 300 kilonewton. Again our assumption is correct, that it is away from joint. So this is away from joint and value is 300, right? Okay, so we have solved joint A and joint F now. Now we will solve joint B. So this is joint B. We will draw this. This is B. We know this force which is towards the joint. Okay, this is 500. It will get converted into two components. This is theta. So this is 500 cos theta and this is 500 sin theta. Then other one is going downward. We know that this is 300. Oh, fine. Then next is this force. Again we don't know this force, so we will consider it as away from joint. There will be two components. Now angle, this is theta, we know this. So this, if this is PBE, so this is PBE cos theta and this is PBE sin theta. Also there is one force, one member, that is PBC. We will consider away from joint. So PBC, right? So our diagram is over now. Now we will do the calculations. So first calculation is summation of Fy is equals to 0. So first force 500 sin theta is going upward. 500 sin theta. Now sin theta is 0.8. Okay. This 300 is going downward. So minus 300. This PBE sin theta is going downward. So minus PBE sin theta is 0.8. Okay, so there are only three forces, 1, 2 and 3 is equals to 0, and therefore we will get PBE is equals to, we will get PBE is equals to 125 kilonewton, and that is positive. What positive means? Our assumption is correct. What was our assumption? It is away from the joint. So it is away from joint, 125, right? Now we will do summation of Fx. So summation of Fx is equals to 0. So this 500 is going towards right, 500 cos theta, right? So 500, what is value of cos theta? 0.6. PBC is going towards right, so plus PBC, and this PBE cos theta is also going towards right, so plus PBE into what is value of cos theta, is 0.6 is equals to 0. Now again 500 into 0.6 plus PBC plus what is value of PBE, it is 125 into 0.6 is equals to 0. Therefore PBC is equals to, so we will get PBC is equals to minus 375 kilonewton. What minus sign indicate? It indicates that our assumption was wrong. We have considered as away from joint, but it is actually towards joint, and this is 375. So let us write down joint D now. So this is joint D. So this is joint D. This is known to us, which is 500, right? Then we don't know this member. Let us say this member is P, D, E. We also don't know about this member, which is P, D, C, and we have considered that they are away from joint. There will be two components. Okay. So this is theta. So therefore this component is P, D, C cos theta, and this component P, D, C sin theta, right? Now we will do summation of Fy. So summation of Fy is equals to 0. This 500 is going upward, so 500. PDC sin theta is going upward, so PDC, what is value of sin theta? It is 0.8 is equals to 0. Therefore PDC is equals to minus 625 kilonewton, right? So PDC is minus 625 kilonewton, but it is minus, means our assumption is wrong, so we'll correct it. We have considered it as away from joint, but it is actually towards joint, and this is 625. Then we will do summation of Fx. Okay, so PD is going towards left, so minus PDE, and PDC cos theta is also going towards left, so minus PDC cos theta is equals to 0. Now this cos theta is nothing but 0.6. Therefore PDE is equals to, and this PDC is minus 625, right? So we will get answer as 375 kilonewton. Positive sign indicate that our assumption is correct, which was away from joint. So this is away from joint, and answer is 375. Okay, so now joint D is over. Now next joint we will solve joint C. So next joint is joint C. So let me draw joint C. This is C. This force is known to us. This is 375 towards joint. This force is also known to us. This is 625 towards joint. We don't know, so we will consider it as away from joint. PCE, right? Now there will be two components of this. This angle is theta, and therefore this is 625 into, this is cos theta. Cos theta is 0.6, and this is 625. This is sin theta. Sin theta is 0.8. So we will do summation of Fy is equals to 0. So PCE is going downwards, so minus PCE, and 625 into 0.8 is going upwards, so plus 625 into 0.8 is equals to 0. Therefore PCE is equals to 500 kilonewton, and plus sign indicate that it is, our assumption is correct. Okay, so we will mark it here, away from joint, and this is 500 kilonewton. Okay, now our step 1 is over. We have calculated all the forces, member forces, using joint method. Okay, so step 2 is to calculate member forces for unit load. So we will again draw the same diagram. We have drawn the same diagram which was given in the numerical, right? Now see, depending on that what is required to calculate. Okay, so if it is given, or if it is asked in question to calculate vertical deflection at point F, so what we will do, we will apply a vertical point load of 1 kilonewton at this point. If it is required to calculate vertical deflection at point E, we will apply a vertical deflection or vertical point load, vertical unit load at this point. Similarly at points B and at point C. Now let us consider if it is asked to calculate horizontal deflection at point C. Now in that case, what we have to do, we have to apply a horizontal unit load at this point, and then we have to calculate reactions and then member forces. Similarly, in this numerical, it is asked to calculate delta D, but there is no possibility of vertical deflection here because this is roller joint. Okay, it will not move vertically. There will be some vertical deflection in point E, F, B and C, but the vertical deflection is not possible in point A and in point D. Similarly, horizontal deflection is also not possible at point A because this is hinge joint. Okay, so hinge joint will not move vertically as well as horizontally, whereas roller joint will move horizontally and horizontally, but it cannot move vertically. So it is asked to calculate horizontal deflection at point D. Okay, so this is the question. So to solve this, what we will do, we will apply a horizontal unit load towards right of 1 kN. Right? Now for this unit load, horizontal unit load, what will be the reactions? So there will not be any vertical reactions, right? So there will be only a reaction at this point which is equals to 1 kN, right? So this is the reactions. Now we will start calculating the forces. So first we will take joint A. So at joint A, there is this of 1 kN. This we don't know, we will consider it as away from joint, and we will name, we will name this diagram as, this is unit load diagram, right? So we will name this diagram as K diagram, right? And we will name this as KAF. Similarly, this member, and for this member we will name this as KAB. So there will be two forces. So this is KAB cos theta and this is KAB sin theta, right? Okay, now from this diagram, if we see that reaction at this point, that is RA is equals to 0, right? So this RA is equals to 0, and if we do a summation of Fy, what will come, we will come to know that this, if this is 0, this is also equals to 0, and if this is 0, it means this is also equals to 0, right? And therefore in this member there will be no force, right? So what will happen here, if this is 1 kN, so this is also 1 kN, but we have considered this as away from joint. If you do the summation of here, Fx is equals to 0, so we will get KAF minus 1 is equals to 0, and therefore KAF is equals to 0, and answer is KAF is equals to 1, right? So we will get this as 1. Similarly, if we solve this force, so we will get like this as 1, and the remaining one will be also like this is equals to 1. Okay, so from the observation we will come to know that due to this 1 kN force, there will not be any force in this member. This member will have 0 force. There will be only forces in this member, AF, FE and ED. So we have also solved, completed our step. Now next is step 3. So for step 3, we will come back to our main numerical and we will try to fill data in this. Okay. So calculation table is ready. So we will just fill the data. So first we will write down all horizontal members. So horizontal members are AF, then next is FE, then ED and BC. Then vertical members BF, C. Then inclined members AB, BE and CD. Then we will write down length. So length of inclined member is 7500. We know this. And for all other member it is, for horizontal member it is 4500. And for vertical member it is 6000. Then area is given. What is area? What about area? Cross section of top chord members. Top chord members means AB, BC and CD is 6000, and for all other it is 3000. AB, BC and CD. So for AB it is 6000. For BC it is 6000, and for CD it is, for all other, then we will write down P force. So in AB this is tensile. Okay, so first is AF. Now this is tensile towards the joint, so plus 300. Then next is FE. Again this is tensile. This is tensile, yes. So plus 300. Then again this is tensile, so plus 375. Then BC. This is also tensile, so plus 300. Then CE. This is also tensile, so plus 500. Okay. I think I did some mistake here. For AF it is 300. For FE it is 300. For ED it is 375, correct. Then next was BC member. In BC member it is 375. So let me correct this, 375. But this is away from joint, means compression. So this is minus. Let me correct here. So this one is minus 375, correct. Then next joint is, next member is member BF. So for member BF it is tensile. So this is 300. Fine. And then next one is CE. Again this is tensile, so 500. Next is member AB. Now this is compressive, so minus 500. Then member BE. So this is tensile, and therefore plus 125. And then CD. This is compressive, so minus 625. Okay. So we have written all the P forces. Now we will write down K forces. So K forces, member AF it is tensile 1. Then for this is again it is 1. This is also 1. And for all other member it is 0. So all the inputs are now over. Now it's time to calculate output. So for this their formula is actual formula is PKL upon AE. But we have excluded this E because E is constant for all. Okay, so what we will do, we will do this calculation and then we will put the E. Right. Now since all these are 0, the answer of this will be 0. Very simple. The only thing remains is this 3. Okay. So for this we will get, answer as 450, for this as 450, and for this as 562.5. We will do the summation here. So summation is 1462.5. Now it's time to divide this by, because we have to calculate this one. Okay, so if we want to calculate this, we have to divide this with E. What we will do now, we will write down this 14625.5 divided by E. So value of E was 200. So we will get here as 7.312 mm, which is equals to delta DH. Delta DH. Okay. What does it means? It means that due to this load of 300 kilonewton and 600 kilonewton, this D or this roller will move from this point to this point, let us say D dash, and this distance is nothing but 7.312 mm, which is due to this 300 kilonewton and 600 kilonewton horizontally. Hope you have understood. In case of any queries, please comment in the comment box. You can also mail on the email ID. I will display the email ID in the video. Thank you.